Hey everybody, it's RighteousFreed. It's been a while since the last video. Not too much has gone on. We've just been getting through the playoffs for the Apex Arena. We're gonna jump right into there before with a general account update. We're into the final four. The final weekend's coming up. We've got Auto Run versus Lucid Crossley. I personally am rooting for Lucid Crossley on the same server as me, Baldia. Hopefully he can cause an upset here. As everybody probably knows, Auto Run returning champion from last season. So he's pretty strong. He's been in at least the top 32 every season. So really strong player there. But I'm rooting for you, Lucid. He's nothing to sneeze at himself. He's always been there. Top 4 last season as well. I really think he has a good shot. Gonna be putting all my tickets on him. On the other side, we have Fresh Prince, which I believe is the Royally account with just a different name. So it's gonna be interesting there. Probably we'll get to the finals, unless there's a stunning upset by his opponent, whose name is Q. He changed that here, but if you talk to Boomerang, he was saying that the name is Q here, so I'm rooting for him as well. Hopefully we can get an upset. We have two people who've not been champion before to play each other in the finals. Be pretty exciting. With that, after this coming weekend, it'll bring a close to there. We'll get at least 1 week. I think we'll get 2 weeks before the next season starts, which is fine with me. Been doing a bunch of theory crafting and changing in my box. We're going to jump right into there. This is the box I'm going to start out with. By the time the next season starts, my Hilda will be 5 stars, and my Noemi and Light of Genesis have just reached 5 stars in the past few days. Light of Genesis today. She is going to be really strong. Going to be looking forward to using her. Now, you're going to see this is pretty light of glory and Tensai, with the exceptions of the healers, Rosenziel, Weiler, and Juggler, but hey, everybody uses Juggler. We're going to be using him until the end of time, until they come out with Juggler 2.0. But biggest change, I'm using Chris here because looking at Chris, I do have a slower playstyle with this box. Like, I do have the mobility with Rosalia and Elwyn, but with Light of Genesis and Noemi, it's going to be a little bit slower. I'm mostly going to be using Sigma here until I can build up the Faceless to just go in and duel somebody directly, because I have Shinobi built up. So that'll just allow me to bypass guard and get a one-on-one with them. So that's going to be my main strategy. Anytime I get Sigma, I'm just going to look for an... If I can't use strong wind snipe, or hold on, what is it called? It's range, hold on, Windseer Strike, sorry. If I can't use that to pick somebody off, then I'm just going to be jumping in with Shadow Duel, just kill somebody. I am very confident with the stats. He will one-shot them, take almost no damage, go back to full health. He'll be able to live for at least one attack depending on the person. Might not, might just be too squishy because he is an assassin even with last rites and pretty decent health. But we'll see. Faces just aren't built up, but more or less this is just... My main strategy is just going to be either use my magic team to destroy the tank and regroup to kill off the DPS one by one, or just send in the people, use Illustrial, Sigma, Mariel, pick off the right people, take off the DPS, and then just slowly whittle away the tank and the healers. Probably gonna see a bit longer matches because of this, but I'm really looking forward to Noemi, especially because Noemi has a unique, which I'm going to bring up here in just a moment, which is going to take a while to come out. Let's see, where's Noemi? There we go. Put that over here. So, Noemi's Whimsical Hat is expected to come out June 3rd, so it's just under 2 months. But it's actually really, really amazing. Not only does it give her 10% HP, which will be better than Odin's Battle Helm in my opinion that I have on her currently, but all units with magic garments will have one debuff dispelled at the end of their turn and restore 5% HP. When using Strategist Garb, you gain an extra charge. So Strategist Garb is her 3C, so that will give her an extra turn of range attacks. That is unbelievably powerful. That I wish we had this right now. Like we're not going to see this until near the end of the season. It's going to start like I believe it should start like May, so okay, we'll get it mid-season. Around the same time we get Bernhardt's faction buff, or 3C super faction buff I should say, but we'll get into that in a later video. But looking forward to that. It's going to make her awesome. And then looking at my backup team for who I'm going to... Chris is basically in the floater spot. I'm going to be trying different people there. Maybe I will switch out Rosalia depending on how she plays out, if she gets banned too much or she's not doing what I needed to. But right now, I have Oliver built up, and he's a really strong assassin. With the Elven Cavalry Archers, or basically many Illustrial troops, he is really gonna be good, especially like going into playoffs when you know there's a map with a lot of terrain on there because of ninjutsu. This will give him the extra attack he needs in order to just one-shot just about any squishy, even through last rites. Soldier attack plus 20% when fighting on Forest, Grassland, Mountain, extra 15%. And your damage isn't reduced in melee combat as well. Now, he does have a little bit lower attack, 97 lower than Sigma, so it does affect how much extra he gets right here. But really, really looking forward. If I had another Crystal Stinger, I would put it on him instead of Extreme Magic Bow. But I'm actually looking forward to testing him out sometimes because I feel like he can just snipe some people off, get rid of those squishies. He doesn't have any bad stats, really. I mean, he's meant to just go in there, kill off a high priority target, and die. So, that'll be that. His talent's going to give him enough to kill who we need to. Then Licorice and Maya and Young Jessica. Maya, with the release of Himiko, she leaves fire on the field, which deals you fixed damage. With her unique weapon, the Dustbuster, she gets flying movement first of all, and then AoE skills clear terrain effects from block hits. And then also after taking action dispels a debuff from your units. This is going to be especially good considering we have Kruger coming up, so we have another unit similar to Bozol who will be able to place tons of debuffs and convert your buffs into debuffs. This can be great. At the end of a turn, boom. You can use Dustbuster and her talent. So that's 2 debuffs gone. If you use Ultra Purge, that's 3 debuffs. And with Ultra Purge, if your holy units are in range, it'll get rid of all debuffs and give them each a powerful buff. Oh, and your cooldowns are reduced by 1 as well. So, pretty nice. Now, I might make her holy. I don't know. I want the extra int on her just so that she's stronger, but I don't know. Might just be some testing. I've already got a bit built up on the extra stat bonuses, so working on her slowly. With 2 AoEs though, and the fact that she can reduce mobility with Ice Dragon Breath, this can make it they have to take a turn for the tanks to get healed, and that way they can guard. If I can clock everything, like multiple Ultra Purges, what are you going to do? You have powerful debuffs on the enemy and powerful buffs on you, and no debuffs on you. I honestly think she's underrated. If she had more than 3 movement, she would be amazing. You probably see her everywhere. But with the majority of my box of units I'll play, like Ledin, Yulia, Rosalia, Mariel, Weiler, and Chris right now, who can be switched with Licorice and Young Jessica, which I'm building up as well. Boom, they'll never have debuffs on them. Like, very easily I could just switch this to being a primary AoE box, just constantly, ban Juggler, bog everybody down. Now, in the meantime, this is probably just going to be my main box, switching her out with Oliver sometimes, depending on how it feels, but constantly getting buffs from her and dispelling debuffs from everybody else while applying healing to everybody. If you ever watch Fjarlar Lovell, the Wikigrisser guy, you've seen him use Chris a lot with Ledin, able to slow push to victory. I hope he gets more, he gets some Eternal Life, because I keep hearing him in so many videos say that he doesn't have enough. I really hope you get an extra one. But this is gonna be my box. I'm probably gonna stick with Legion of Glory and Tensai. I love these characters, and they really coincide with each other. Like Juggler and Sigma are the only 2 real units that aren't going to be part of those 2, but obvious reasons you can throw them in anywhere, as well as Rosenziel and Weiler. Current plans, once I get Mariel to 6-star, I'm going to go back to Noemi and get her to 6-star. That way she's just a powerhouse, and when Whimsical Hat comes out, she'll be even better. I'm going to just still be working on Hilda and Light of Genesis to get them to 6-star, make sure they're as powerful. Once those 3 are complete, my next step is going to be Licorice and Maya. After that, after there's going to be Licorice and Maya, Noemi's going to be a while. Once Noemi is complete, it's going to be a toss-up. Like, I believe I'll do Altamuller for 12 days because I only have 12 days left on him to get him the 6-star, and he's going to be getting his SP class in July. That's what they predict. And then after that, I will probably go with Young Jessica. Florentia and Arienrod are going to get pushed to the background. Like, I have her in here, but I don't know. People really don't build magic resistance, so I just feel like these 3 are going to be better in the long run. Probably going to change Young Jessica to Spellcaster, though, just to get that extra int. Being able to toggle back and forth between both single target and having double AoEs that can heal your entire team. If I just switch to winning a war by attrition and just picking off at the right time, it's probably going to take me a lot farther than I got this last season when I was trying a bunch of different things. But other than that, for equipment, I have gotten a few things. I've gotten 2 other Scepter Divinities. One on a world map and one from my weekly pulls. So, hey, might build one of these up for Noemi. It's going to be a while. I need to get a good enchant on there. Still trying to get like a 15% on the one for Lolly Jessica. But other than that, not too much has really changed. Not too much equipment. Eventually I'll build up Altamuller, re-enchant that, and then I'm going to throw him in the box. It might take Chris out in place of him just because he's so versatile. Remember, even if you can't hit 3 people with his new 2C coming out that AoEs and brings everybody to you, just hitting 2 people to break their formation is more than enough to win the game most times. Hein I've placed on the back burner. I honestly, I don't want to use the resources on him because I feel like he's a toss-up. Like he's great for playing slow because you get those stacks of gain knowledge, so he has a lot more int, but I don't know if I just want to spend the resources on him and Ultimuller at the same time. Gonna have to really think about that in the next week. Like we won't get Heinz SP Stone until May when the new guild event starts, and I have to find a new guild to work with because the one I was in currently are in a completely different time zone, so it won't work. I'll miss you, Sunrise. Well, other than that, it's gonna be a pretty short video here. Just gonna keep grinding, gonna get as much gold as possible, get everybody else built up and leveled up. I just got enough rune stones, so Licorice and Young Jessica are gonna be next on the list in order to get bulked up. Ultimuller and Hein both have all their classes needed unlocked, so don't have to worry about that. Well, I'm looking forward to next season. I'm looking forward to getting higher than I've ever been before and bringing you some enjoyable content. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe. It'll help grow the channel. I want to thank everybody so far for their support. RighteousFreed out.